Do you think it's possible that maybe?
Hey guys, how long am I gonna have this account?
Not long at this rate.
Yeah, not long.
No, I'm kidding. I don't really care, but I mean, I do wanna. Why won't it let you box up? There's no way you can box up on another account.
He got banned today.
Yeah, but
I think he said he's going to go to a different.
It says he's saying it will not let me.
He got banned.
You can just go on another account. You don't have to have a number of followers.
Lots of misinformation. I don't think so, Matthew.
Let's go. Bullshit, Matthew. You can have 0 followers and box up.
Indigo.
You just don't have camera access.
If you just made the account, Matthew, it's not going to let you up. But we know you have multiple other accounts, so just box up. If you made it within the last 24 hours, it's not going to work. But you have others that you could use.
Do you want to use my Veronica Andrew Drake account, Matthew?
Use your troll account. Use your troll account that you're always in here on. Use that one. There you go. Jordan even knows it. You're always in here on a fake anyways. Even when you're off the app, you're in here on a fake. Jordan knows you have a fake. So buck up, get on your fake, come up.
Who is Lawrence Z? I don't know.
Hey!
Hey.
What's up,
All
Matthew?
right, so do you want to take things bit by bit here, and you want to start with this whole I was faking relapsing today? Is that what the deal is?
Let's start there. Yeah, let's start there.
I was not trying to fake it, but it started to snowball that people were accusing me of being high, and I did relapse on weed the other night, but it was fucking miserable, and I didn't do it again. But
so why tonight did you act like you were slurring? You were purposely doing it.
I was not, and people kept saying that. And then, of course, then I got people that actually care about me fucking texting me, asking me if I'm okay. And I'm like, I'm fine. I don't know what's going... I genuinely was not trying to...
Matthew, you're calculated.
Because, sorry,
you know exactly what you're doing.
Matthew, you kept saying today I relapse, and what about it if I sound like I'm slurring? What about it? And now you're coming up here acting like it was a joke. This is the second time you've done this.
I was not joking. I was actually frustrated and annoyed that people thought I was currently high.
So why, when someone came to talk to you about your door and you talked to those 2 people during the live, your slur went away, it was regular Matthew, back to normal, but then when you talked to the chat again, it was back to the, I'm not slurring, guys, what?
Okay, I don't know. I really was not trying to.
Okay, well.
So that's one thing that actually was frustrating, and I was not trying to do that, especially after when I did that on April 1st. I actually realized that was a stupid thing, and no matter how much I'm gonna be you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be myself and I don't give a shit, that is where I draw a line. I'm not trying to be pretending that. So believe it or not, we're not
gonna get honest about that. So the next thing is, why did you feel the need to out Tony's sobriety? What was that any business of yours?
I was probably just being mean, I guess, not really thinking about it. But yeah, I guess maybe that's more of a Mason thing. I shouldn't have taken it out on Anthony. But I mean, on the other hand, we should all be honest and transparent, right?
That's up to that person.
That's not for you to decide.
That's not for you to decide.
That's for him.
Especially when you're doing it maliciously. It wasn't like you were doing it out of concern. You were doing it because you wanted to shame him. Same way you outed the text with Jordan. Not because you wanted to come clean, but because you wanted to shame her because you thought she was talking to Paul.
Well, she definitely is and was. So
but if she is, though, Matthew,
because she was lying to me. Okay, this was a
and you're a grown adult, and you're a grown adult.
I know. We all know my age. We all know her age. I'm fucking terrible.
So why did you message her before you went live, before you first deactivated your account and restarted it? Before that, why did you message her saying that you were going to on a live and it was going to be her?
I did not say that. weren't able to hear me just now, were you?
No.
God damn it. All right, well, I'm going to our texts and like I could read them verbatim. I mean, I don't mind posting them. She was actually messaging me like saying she was worried about me and that I was going to do that. And I was just like, I mean, let me bounce back and forth so I can read this verbatim, please.
I mean, Matthew,
Dude,
you've
when
also
is
been
that?
posting on you've made posts, you're on your story that you're ready to end it all. Fuck it, I'm done, I'm ending it. Like, it is believable that you sent that to her.
And she read out all the texts on live earlier. So we've heard them. Then she messaged me while you were doing that, just so you know, that she was really distraught. She was really taken back that she didn't want to be the reason that you hurt yourself. So then
I don't know why all of a sudden now it's like fucking we believe everything she says. Like this, I mean, honestly, I can post. I have all the texts saved between us. Like I could post them. You know, it's not. I was not threatening to kill my, or to I don't know, unalive.
Okay, well that's not what we seen. But so why do you feel like you're going to put pressure on a 21-year-old to have that much, or your relapse to even pressure her that?
Yeah, and she kept saying that I was blaming that on her. Like
You said it during the live, Matthew.
There were people coming in my. There were people like asking, like if
Matthew, I was in there. You said, yeah, I relapsed and it's Jordan's fault. You said that during the live. And whether you think that's a joke, I get your sense of humor doesn't match my sense of humor. It was fucked up for you to say that when you know people are weaponized like sobriety in this shit.
I get where you're talking about this last live before I got
I
taken
have it
down.
on screen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was also saying that we were engaged. Like I was being, okay, I get it. I was being crazy and fucking like saying dumb shit on purpose. So if I did say that, then that's another thing that I probably shouldn't joke about. And obviously, like,
Realize that you're acting like a 15-year-old that's girlfriends broke up with him at this point.
yeah, no. I was like just not caring, just being like, I'm just gonna act crazy and I just don't care anymore. And I kind of feel like that's just I don't know. I just don't understand what all of this is and what it does
We're
and what's
conflating it.
the intention between. No. Like, what does all of this mean? Essentially, at the end of the day, like, what are we all doing? Like, what is the point? Like, it seems like it starts with a good thing, right? Like the awareness about Graceland, and like I was hesitant at first to talk to you guys, but then as we talk, like in reality, real talk, like I think you guys are intelligent people, like, and I believe that you guys want the good in things, but it seems like sometimes it gets a little like off track and it starts to become like.
So let's break it down how it started, Matthew, and I'll break it down. So what happened was we were okay with this whole shit that came out about you. You said that you messed a 21-year-old. We had a live where we had our opinions that we didn't agree with it. We didn't say it just on you. We also said it about Paul and men in general, that you're playing in the wrong side of the playground, that you guys can't offer each other nothing, and that you're at different parts in life. That was our stance. We also said just because we disagree with Matthew doesn't mean that we hate him. We just disagree with his choices. You then spiraled after that, thinking that we were hating on you. Then you messaged multiple times different people about it. You spiraled further after that, to the point now where you've made videos calling us fat, calling us 30-year-olds, calling us everything you could possibly do to try to hurt our feelings because we disagreed with the decisions that you made to try to play in the fucking kiddie park or the playground.
Well, I don't think that this is like, it's not all about you. Like, I mean, in terms of the insult. Like,
Matthew,
honestly,
so
man, like, a lot of these people that fucking.
Matthew, you put a photo up of her, of Teapot, while calling her fat. And then you make a video after talking about it. So
That was
be
because
fucking for
somebody
real right now.
I put up that picture after somebody else brought.
No.
her up. It was
It's never
not-
your fault, Matthew.
It's,
Oh my God.
I got to go back into work, but honestly, it's disgusting. And like, just because we
had it
disagreed
as
with
his
you,
background?
and we still said we
Yeah,
he
he put
had
it up
a
as his
picture of
background.
you.
I thought you saw that.
I don't know where he got it, but yeah, it was
Right.
obviously a very old photo that he had up of you.
It's because somebody, for some reason, sent me.
No, Matthew,
your-
it's because you
Wait.
put it up.
Oh
It's
no!
because
Hey,
you
I'm not
put it
denying that.
up.
I
So
did.
stop saying it's because someone said your name or someone brought it up.
I did it.
You put
Yes.
the photo up and you did it in a
You're not letting
derogatory
me finish
way.
the sentence.
No,
She's
I'm not.
asking how I got it. She's like going like, what? A photo of me. Somebody messaged me the other day and said they like knew you since high school and like all this shit and sent me that. And so that's how I got it. I'm
That
not
would have been Canadian Angie pretending.
okay.
Anyway,
Well,
I got to go back to work because
Matthew,
I do
you're
have a
telling
job.
me. Okay, thank you, Suz. You're telling me that photo that you put up was of T.
yeah, it was from Instagram, her old Instagram. I believe it's her old Instagram.
Mitzi, is that the one I posted on mine? The screen recording of
I haven't
you?
watched it. I haven't watched it yet. But like,
I will
Matthew,
delete
like,
that. I
Are
didn't
your
know.
feelings hurt?
I don't have Instagram, only for Teapot Instagram. There's no pictures of me on Instagram.
But like, I just have a question. Like, are your feelings hurt because they voiced their opinion about the age gap, and so then you would take a picture of what T doesn't even look like now, and you know she's been doxxed recently? Like, I mean, come on, that's so low.
Right. I was being totally like, I don't give a fuck anymore today. You know? And
Yeah, but like,
and,
why hurt other people, and especially people like us who have not? I mean, just because they voiced their opinion about the age gap, in my opinion, everybody's been super supportive of you.
And I think she said that she was coming at it as that's a bad decision because you don't know what you're going to get into. It wasn't malice.
but
It was
like you guys said,
trying
that
to
I have
watch out
my,
for you.
you know, fake accounts and shit. And there's times that I've popped in and listened to the way you guys talk about me and like make fun of me and laugh at me and stuff.
No, Matthew, I
No.
already told you this is the narrative in your
Nope.
head. Because even when you were messaging me, you kept saying you guys don't go in at Paul.
Yeah,
and I told you that's the narrative you're spinning in your head because you have whatever feelings you have, it didn't match reality. Because we were also talking about Jordan's part in it. We were talking about Paul in it. We were talking about you as a whole. And we were talking in general, just older men going after younger women, especially for what, you know what, fuck
I
you,
wasn't
Matthew.
going after her.
You put a old picture of her and we're making fun of fat people.
Yeah, I'm fat too. I was on YouTube live after this talking about the whole thing because people were asking me and I was like, yeah, look at my fucking gut. Like I'm a fat, like I'm not, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I
I'm
don't
going
know.
to tell you, here's what I'll tell you, Matthew.
do you
If I
think
confirm
that
that picture, and I just want you to know, I had weight loss surgery, so if it's probably pictures from before, I've lost over 100 pounds, so if it's probably a picture before then, fair enough. But if I do find out that you put a picture up of me, I'm going to come for you
was a
like you've
camouflage
never fucking
outfit.
seen. If you think you have mental issues now, you fucking wait if I find out that you actually put a fucking
You
picture of me.
did, Teapot. I was in there watching.
I did it as a
It's not
green
lying, you
stream,
did.
but see, this is how fucking toxic and
It's a
crazy
camouflage
this whole
outfit
thing
that you
is.
got on TV.
It's what I tried to bring up.
No,
how
it's
it
cats
started
and
with
cheetah.
awareness to
camouflage tank top.
Graceland. Awareness of Graceland.
Okay, hold on one second.
And now we're
Okay,
just
drop.
spinning off to all these different things. Me being an asshole, me being rude. You're like threatening me. Like, it's just all this like fucking subculture on top of subculture of like bullshit.
I hear deflection. That's what I hear right
Okay,
now.
I get it. And I
Yeah,
was a fucking
that's not-
piece of
that's
shit.
what-
And I'm an
that's just thinking
asshole. And I
thinking, buddy.
fucking
See,
own
but
it.
Matthew, like, here's the thing. Sorry, Hurley. No one was saying this about you. I even told you in my message to you, we're not demonizing. We're not saying you're the devil. We're not saying you're the worst person ever. You fucked up. That's it. And you knew what this was when you came up talking to us. We were talking about Jordan because we were talking about the Knicks situation. Then you started talking to her and you outed it. So yeah, we're going to continue talking about it because it is within the verse that we talked. You got in your feelings because you felt like we weren't being as mean to Paul as we were to you, but not recognizing you're just hearing whatever narrative is in your fucking head and doesn't match reality.
Well, not
It is.
necessarily mean.
It is a picture of me from when I was losing. It was part of my weight loss pictures that I have up for my weight loss journey at that point. So that picture's actually from like 2016-ish, 17-ish. But since you did that, Matthew, you're fucking done. That is I didn't even fucking know that until now that you were that fucking low to do that. You're fucking done.
Why are we? What? Okay,
You're
sure.
disgusting.
I'm done. I'm already like fucking sick of this shit and fucking sick of
You're
this.
fucking disgusting. You're
Okay.
fucking disgusting.
I'm done then.
Yeah, go fucking flirt with a whole bunch of fucking 20-year-olds. Go on.
Whoa,
and we didn't want to dig into
why does it
before,
get
but
to
now
you
I'll
so
fucking
much?
dig.
You
have to do
so
that.
much that I was talking to a girl that was 21 years old. That is like, there's so many other horrible things that are going on with so many different other people, but it seems to really grind your gears that Matthew Andrew Drake talked
Because
to
you
a
don't make
21-year-old.
good choices, and she was
But I
worried it
was
was going to be
just-
another
I had
bad
no
choice.
intention.
Obviously, you don't
we
make choices.
talked about you a few times in general. It wasn't as much as you think it is, and you start spiraling out, and you kept going. So yeah, we're going to talk about what's happening in this sphere.
Oh, Deb
Period.
Dahl is the one that sent me the Instagram and the photos. The one right there that just said I
Oh,
should
there's no fucking way.
Okay.
No fucking
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Show us. Let's see the
Show
proof
me the
of that.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Show me the screenshot where she sent it.
Please.
Okay, when we get off of this, obviously, because I don't have multiple, well, not obviously, but I don't have an iPad or another phone or anything. So
Hurley, can you drop so we can get Deb up here for a second?
talking
Matt.
shit. She just said, "Oh, I've known T since high school." Blah blah blah. And yeah, she wasn't like saying anything horrible about you. She was just kind of like, I don't know what her intention was. You know, she was like, if you need anybody to talk to, like blah blah blah. And it's just
And
this is
she
after
sent
everything's
you that
happened.
photo.
Not sent me the photo, but is the Instagram or whatever.
She sent you.
I'm pretty sure. I
backpedaling.
mean, I'll go back and check, but I'm pretty sure that's the person that gave me the Instagram. Because I wasn't looking for you. Like, I don't know. I didn't know your fucking last name or anything. Like, there's no reason for me to
Fucking
go.
stories are changing up constantly.
Yeah.
Bro. What?
Deb?
Okay, that is a lie, Matthew. That is a full-blown lie.
Okay, what is?
I never ever sent you anything like that. I
Yeah.
reached out because
Yeah.
you
Very
looked
good.
like you needed a friend, and I was trying to be there for you.
Well, sorry, but I just don't trust people on here, especially after everything that's gone on, you know? Like,
That's fine, but you are lying about me sending you that picture. I don't
okay,
even
nobody
have that
sent
picture.
me a picture. Like, you can't even send pictures on TikTok. I'm saying that, okay,
I
maybe
never
I'm wrong,
gave
but I'm
you
pretty
her.
sure
I
you
never
sent
gave
me
you her
the link.
Instagram.
Or told. Okay, well, I might.
Bro.
Then I'll have to look into it. Maybe it was somebody else around the
I'm
same
not
time.
mad at you, but like I've extended my hand to you several times, and I've been nothing but upstanding with you, and I can't believe you would like not even talk to me about these
Well, I
things.
don't trust you either. Sorry.
Well, good.
So I mean, that's why I wouldn't reach out to you because I
Well,
don't.
I
trust you.
definitely don't trust
There were
you now
times before
because
that I. There were times before that I thought I could trust you and would talk to you, and then next thing you knew, like you were giving me half truths or you know omitting the truth, and then you'd be on Teapot like fucking talking about all this shit, and so I'm just like, oh, like I don't know. Same with Mason, dude. Like him and I talked about things at dinner, and I said, all right, bro, I'm not going to repeat this, you know. And then next thing I know, he's on there fucking talking about me and Paul and Jordan and shit. And I'm like, oh, dude,
Your
come
word
on.
does not mean shit because you also told me you weren't going to come to live. And what did you do the second I told you that I just wanted to be friends with came to live? So,
That's not what you. It's not that you told me you just wanted to be friends.
oh, and you thought I was messing with Paul because you're fucking delusional.
All right. I mean, I'm not even like, listen, I was trying to talk to T and whatever because that I actually like, you know, I kind of feel bad. Well, I do feel bad, and I wasn't trying to like, when I put that picture up, I wasn't saying like a bunch of mean things about her. I just put the picture up because somebody had made some comment and I laughed about it. And I shouldn't have done that.
No, don't do that. I was in there. You put up the photo and you started talking about fat middle-aged white bitches or white women. And you went on about it for a while.
I'm gonna look at it either way. Listen, I have nothing to fucking hide. I look fucking great. I have nothing to hide. That was a part of my journey. I have nothing to fucking hide. But the fact that you fucking did that, I'm gonna look at that fucking video here when I'm done. But the fact that you fucking did that,
So Stootsy's saying in the chat that your Instagram T is on your third TikTok account, and that's probably where he got it. Or whatever.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean,
This
like
shit's
Matthew,
getting
like,
deep. Like, are we all wearing our waders here? Like,
yeah,
this
we
is just-
are.
it's
Because
just.
I cannot believe that you would do that and put that on there. And like, it was bad enough what you were doing with Jordan, but like the fact that you would
What
put
is
it-
bad? What was I doing with Jordan?
Okay, she isn't your girlfriend. She's not interested in you. She's asked you to stop, and you've got a picture of her, and you're acting like you're kissing it.
Oh,
and
come
stuff.
on. I put Paul up too. What are you? They fucking
And
kissed
you
Paul
and-
too.
Right, and
What,
you
am
and
I gay
Paul
now?
aren't cool.
Whoa.
You and Paul aren't cool. And
Paul doesn't want to talk
too.
to anybody because he's afraid of what all will come out. That's why Paul's silent. And then you guys just
Paul's
let
not
him
silent.
slide. I'll
Paul's
just
not
let him
silent.
He's
slide.
not going on live.
Matthew,
And
that's what you're missing, Matthew. No one let him slide. We talked about both. Is that it's still weird for a 42-year-old man to be talking to a 21-year-old. We talked about Paul. Paul just doesn't give a fuck. You do.
Yeah, he does. Because
he
he
doesn't
is
tell him
scared.
that.
He
He's
will
not the
not.
one spiraling out because he was
Yeah.
called out for it. You obviously
right.
care because you feel like it was wrong yourself. The only reason you came out about Jordan wasn't because you felt guilty or because you wanted to get ahead of it. You were mad and vindictive that she was talking to Paul, and you keep saying that Paul's a cool guy and you let him slide and all this shit, and you guys should talk about Paul because you have issues with Paul, and you wanted to shame her for talking to Paul, not for any other reason. When you're ready to get honest about that, then we can have a fucking conversation.
I also have the text from you today saying I'm gonna put you on blast right before going live.
I was just being fucking stupid and like fucking trying to be funny.
That's
Vindictive.
not
And
You
I
weren't
don't-
trying to be funny. You were trying to be vindictive. Vindictive. And accountability does matter, Matthew. If you want to go up here and lie, that's fine. I'm going to keep calling you out for it. I hate lying. I fucking hate liars. With a passion. And you're coming up here and you're bullshitting. And that's fine. But at some point, you're going to have to get honest about your role in this, your part in this, and why you did the decisions that you did.
Because I
You're
like
being
fucking with
vindictive.
people. Okay? Because I like being a fucking troll sometimes. And I like messing with people's heads, especially when I feel like there was a
You need to be the
solid
center
period
of attention.
time-
That's what it is.
There was a solid period of time where I felt like I was being myself and that things were cool. I felt comfortable. I didn't feel like pressured or any type of weirdness. And then I felt like that didn't like it just I don't know, dude. I struggle with fucking TikTok and social media, and whoever just said, "Oh, that I want to be the center of attention." Like, yeah, I do. I struggle of like, you know, getting some type of validation or like some type of, you know, excitement of like people talking about me or to me. But I don't know. It just got to a point where I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like trying to be myself, and I don't feel like it's working. Like maybe I should just like fuck with these people instead. And
then
like,
you get upset by the reaction that you get from that. You want to fuck with people, but you don't want them to respond.
I mean,
you've already said it before.
sometimes, you know, sometimes yeah, sometimes no. It's not, nothing here is just like black and white or like, you know, I don't know, man. I think you guys think I'm I don't know. It's not positive, that's for sure. But
not currently, Matthew. But I was really nice in my messages to you, and you kept.
and I
taking
just
it the
didn't
wrong
trust
way.
you, okay? And I just
You
honestly
don't have to trust
went
me. I
in
don't care if
in
you
one
trust me
ear
or
out
not,
the
but
other.
I'm pretty fucking genuine and upfront with how I'm feeling, and you don't know that. You don't know me, and that's
Right,
fine.
I don't.
But I'm telling you in those messages, I was just trying to let you know. No one hated you at that moment. No one thought you were a shitty fucking person. But then more stuff keeps coming out because you keep spiraling, because you're setting up this narrative in your head that didn't match reality. You made it a reality. Matthew, you did this.
Right. I just I don't know. I don't.
That narrative wasn't there before, and that's what I'm telling you. Take a step back, right? Take a step back. Stop ruminating. Stop sitting in that, and understand you are going to get feedback. People are going to criticize you. You have the option as an adult how you want to respond. Your reactions, your actions, they are your own to hold. Your own to hold. That's it.
Well, I appreciate like feedback and like being criticized and stuff because it like gives me a task. It's always been easier for me to receive criticism than it is a compliment because I almost always feel like it's genuine when somebody's given me something that they disagree with or whatever. And so I don't know, this has all been a fucking struggle for me, dude. I just don't know I don't know. What's the point of anything? And that's not me being like, oh, sad boy, depressed. Like, what's the, like, this whole TikTok thing, it's just fucking bizarre. And I've never.
Let's take a step back. That's it.
Yeah, but I try to, and then I fucking get sucked right back into it.
And that's where you need to find something else. Like for me, I go out, I have volleyball and softball, I hang out with friends, I figure out when it's feeling too much, you take a step back. Again, as an adult, that's for you to decide, this is too much for me. And I know it's hard because social media addiction and all that, but you have to find some fucking hobby.
Right, for sure. No, I definitely need to yeah, no, you're right. I understand. I don't know. I guess there's just part of me that sometimes I feel like I have to fight for my own justice and like that's what draws me back in, right? Is it something will happen and I feel like, oh, I need to take a step away, and then people will fucking text me or call me or send me messages on other platforms and be like, oh, they said this and that about you. And I'm not saying they as in you or T, just anybody in general. And then I feel like things get misconstrued or fucking like it's like a half truth, and then I feel like I have to come clear things up, and then it just gets in my head and it gets real frustrating. And so, but I feel like it doesn't matter to some people half the time, that they just want to fucking see me burn, and they just like don't want to hear things out,
I've already told you, Matthew, a lot of people are rooting for you. They felt like they saw progress. They felt like they saw change. And I told you that you stumbling in this situation with Jordan didn't have to mean that like you fucked up forever, right? You had a choice in that moment where you could have said, I want to continue progressing. I want to continue. You backslid. And that happens. We all do that sometimes. We take steps back. But you have an opportunity still where you can say, I don't want to keep doing that. You can say, I want to keep the trolling and the sexual harassment and all that stuff going. That's your call. But you have a choice.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, I'm going to say it that way.
Oh,
you
because I posted the picture.
Forward.
Is that what you're saying? Like that it was like harassing?
No, I'm not saying the photo was that. I'm saying...
What is then? Please, clarify what the...
That you can move forward, or you can keep doing the same shit that wasn't working for you before.
Yeah, but you're throwing around a pretty heavy a couple words right there.
When someone rejects you, Matthew, and you keep blowing up their phone after they said no and they've taken their consent to a conversation away... And then you go on there and start talking about how she's your girlfriend when she's already said she's not comfortable. Even if you see that as trolling, that is sexual harassment.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to argue, but I just wanted clarification as to what you meant. I can live with that. But it's just like, I don't know. I can't control other people, and I can't let this stuff affect me like it is. It's just like this comment, this person here says about all this. Who cares? That's so elementary school. And it's like, I'm just talking about how I feel and how this stuff has affected me. You're telling me about how you've perceived it and how it's affected, all this stuff. And so like, if somebody can say, who cares? It's so elementary school. Well, then if it's who cares, then why comment? Why watch, And if it's so elementary school, then why be involved? And so we're all doing it. We're all here. I'm not trying to deflect. It's me. I can take complete accountability for all the fucking effort and all the fucking with people and all the dumb shit I've done and how I've let it get to me, how I've hurt people, like Mason and Anthony, I upset him today. And like, I understand it. It's just like, I just feel like it's just this constant cycle that just keeps going and going, and there's always going to be some type of fight or struggle. There's never going to be any harmony, it just gets to me. And so that's why I guess I felt like maybe just fucking being a crazy troll and like fucking with whoever I want is just like my way of handling
When it gets too much, Matthew, that's when you talk to your sponsor, you go to a meeting, you find a therapist if you're able to.
Yeah,
you call 988, you can call 211. There's a lot of free resources out there, but you can also get offline. And I'm saying that as someone who I get overwhelmed. Some of this drama, it doesn't always sit well with my soul. So what do? I get offline and I find something else to do. If that's reading a book, if that's crocheting, if that's playing the stupid sports that I play, or hanging out with the boy. It doesn't, like, I do something else to take my mind off this. And then I come on here when I want to. And when I find myself doing things that maybe don't sit with me in real life, I log off again. But that's, again, as an adult, you have to figure out, how do you make balance and sense of this? Social media, it's not real. People are going to do what they're going to do. There's no one that's ever truly fucking canceled, because everyone can come back. They can always do whatever they're going to do. And there's always going to be people who support and believe them. So it doesn't really matter. You can do what you want to do. You can continue this current path that you're on. I don't recommend it because it feels like you're backsliding. Or you can make a change and say, I want to do something different.
Right. All right. Well, I just don't know if it's even worth it, or if, I don't know if it's a bad idea or whatever, but I just would really like to clarify and clear up like this, everything about the Jordan situation with me. It's not like, I don't have any ulterior motive other than really just trying to get the truth, the whole truth, my problems, my defects, the things that I should have done better. But I just want it all to be, I don't know. I want to have a conversation here. I think it would be beneficial.
Stop avoiding your sponsor. You need to go talk to your sponsor.
You're right, Dan. I know. You're for sure, dude. I haven't gone to any meetings either. I know. I'm fucking up.
That's one of the big problems, I think, right now.
For sure. You're right. I know. I am with you on that. And tomorrow I work early, but after that I'm going to make it the priority to reach out to my sponsor. And
hey, Matt.
Yes.
Okay. I'm Jay, and listen, we all struggle. Okay. Also recovering for many years. I have my ups and downs. I have my issues, and you are, and this and that. When I first got sober, I don't know who I was. Sometimes I still don't. But you can't, that's something that you have to figure out for yourself. You can't worry about what this one says. Like, we're all adults. The best thing to do when you're feeling like that is therapy. I will be in therapy for the rest of my life. Like, I'm 40, going on 41. I've been in therapy since I'm 14, okay?
Right.
Everybody has issues. Everybody struggles. We have days where we're feeling on top. We have days where we're feeling down. You know what I mean? Like, you can't give up is what I'm saying. Like, I have days where I want to give up and, like, I spiral, whatever. But you have, thing is therapy. You have to.
I have therapy on Friday.
Yeah, and you have to stick with it. And I have workbooks, too, that I bring home and I go through, because I have bad anxiety and panic disorder. You know what I mean? So, like, you got to also do the homework at home. You know what I mean? Like, you got to just keep, I will be in therapy probably for the rest of my life. And I'm okay with that. That's what's going to help me and help me get through life. That's what I need to do. It's called healing. We're still all healing. I'm healing from my traumas and whatever I went through in life. Like, you have to just keep fighting through it. But you can't, like, go spiraling and, like, put other people down to make you feel good. It's just going to make you feel horrible, because now you're getting like heat from that. And that's all. The attention that you're trying to get is negative attention. That's not something that it's going to make you feel worse. You know, like, you want that positive attention. So you can't worry about what this one's saying. Like, everyone's saying, this is the internet. Who cares? You don't even know these people in real life. You know, you just be who Matt is. Figure out who you are, what you like, and figure out who you are. And that's that's what I'm doing. And that's what part of healing is. Like, I go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and I'm not fully healed. That's why I'm staying single healing and figuring out like why I'm getting in these toxic situations and I'm breaking that toxic pattern. You know what I mean? Like it's all about what you need to do for yourself. And that's what I'm doing. And that's all part of healing. Healing, sometimes it's a bitch because some days you're feeling great, some days you're depressed. And that's a part of the healing process. And if you feel like you're, that down, just continue on with the therapy until you feel like you're okay again.
For sure. No, therapy is a key,
It is. Therapy is like me when I was getting I didn't do everybody does things differently. I never did the 12 steps or sober. I never did any of that. I did it my own way. I did it on my own and therapy. That's what worked for me.
All right, well then never mind. I don't want to listen to you anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But I mean, what works for you doesn't work for others. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody has different ways of getting sober. Like that's what I did, and it helped. Yeah. But like you just have to and maybe take a break from the internet for a while and get yourself right. Because you're gonna start spiraling again and maybe just take a break right now, and because in the long run you're hurting people that are actually trying to help you.
Right.
And you're attacking people that are actually supporting you, and you're not realizing that you're getting defensive over people that are actually trying to help you.
Okay, real quick. This is my first live, so obviously I don't really know everything about everything. But to my mods, I want people to be able to have free speech. If it's not hate speech or transphobia or homophobia, things like that, please change your individual settings to where that it's only muting people for 30 seconds. I don't want them muted for the whole live. I want people to be able to come here and talk. I know everybody does their own thing, but that's what I want, at least for now. So please do that if you don't care to. Sorry, continue on.
No,
but
okay.
and nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has slip ups. I'm not perfect. I have slip ups. You know what I mean? But the key is knowing when you are wrong and taking accountability and responsibility for what you do wrong and fixing it and not repeating those same mistakes.
Right.
And that's why I came up here, because I was listening and I just, and I follow you and your videos, they seemed funny. And then I've been I can see in some of your videos, you're starting to spiral again. And that's not cool. You need to take a break, take a breather, and, take a break for yourself, because sometimes we all need that mental break, because then we start hurting people that are, really truly trying to help us. And that's not cool, because then, you're hurting the people that, are trying to help, and then you're going to end up alone. And I'm sure you don't want that. And then, you're going to have resentment, and then that's going to make you more depressed. I've been there, done that. You know what I mean? Those are the mistakes I've made in the past, is hurting people that actually are trying to help me. And, and that's not cool. Now as I get older, I'm learning from my mistakes. All right, I need to fix that so I don't do that. And now I'm taking accountability for what I do wrong. And all right, take a step back. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing to piss this person off? And actually apologize and be all right, I was wrong, and not do that again. That's how we all learn from our mistakes. That's how we learn, and that's how we grow as people.
For sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and I'm sorry. I listened to that and everything, and I understand. And then what Dan said about the sponsor and the meetings, and I'm totally I'm all on board with all this. I just I'm sorry if it's selfish or, if people are rolling their eyes or whatever, but I just really want to clear things up with the Jordan situation, just for my own peace of mind.
Right. And
stop talking about it.
Right.
What?
How about you just stop talking about it? It's very simple. It's been going on and on and on for freaking days.
Okay, then can we just touch on it one last time, and then we'll just stop?
Jordan, that's up to you, Jordan. If you're not comfortable with that, that's totally fine.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to start with, and I've said this multiple times, and people can believe me if they want to or not. Or Jordan, I don't know if you believe me, but I do think that we talked enough to where you did get to know me, and I just want, I hope, with full transparency and honesty that, anyway, I just want to say that my intention when I first talked to you was never anything more than like just trying to be helpful and be kind. What happened was you went on, you were talking about the whole Nick thing. I thought it was fucking crazy. I started by, I was laughing at you and then like trolling you and fucking with you with, the other people. And then eventually it got to a point where I started to feel guilty and like kind of weird. And then everybody was ganging up on you and attacking you. And then I started to feel like, okay, this is actually like not nice what people are doing. And so that's when I had you on my live, the video that's up, that I was just trying to talk to you as a human being, as a kind person, let you have your voice and coherently and calmly discuss what was going on. And I think that went very well. I think that conversation, I got to see you from a different perspective and as a human being and not as just like, oh, this dumbass chick or whatever, just being mean. And so that was it. That was like the whole, the intention was just to be a kind person. And I heard you out and I felt better about everything after that. I felt like, that there was just a whole nother side of the story that people were not allowing you to tell. And so, and I know today on live and recently I've been like I've been a dick and I've been kind of I've been framing it as in you were this girl that was like coming after me and flirting with me and shit and blah, blah, blah. But, full transparency, it was definitely a two-way street. But after we had our conversation, and then the next day you had messaged me and just said, hey, thank you for, talking to me, people are just being mean, all this stuff. Like, I just hope that you understand or and I hope that I can't change what other people think or what they're going to do or say. But I just deep down, like me as a person, as a human being that cares and has a fucking deep yearning to be understood. I just like, can you please, like, I don't know, can you give me your side? Like, do you believe me? Do you think that I had no intention, that this was not me trying to flirt with some 21-year-old girl?
Sure, yeah. Sure.
Can I jump in for a second?
I'm not worried about how it started. It's just how you acted in the end that I don't fuck with or mess with.
What was that, Dan?
No, that's fine.
Oh, so you don't have, okay. Okay. So yes, I completely understand. It's spiraled and it's gotten crazy and I have acted out and been a total fucking prick. And I, was being jealous and acting out and trying to be hurtful because of the Paul situation. Somebody's asking if I relapsed. And yes, I did relapse a few days ago on marijuana, but it was miserable.
And I also think for Britt and all of them and all that, I think you really should apologize because that was wrong, because they've been nothing but nice and supportive to you, and that was uncalled for. And
for sure,
you really should, because doing all of that was just wrong. And
right.
That you owe them
right now,
all an apology.
I think that should be, for the sake of it being genuine and not rushed or anything. Like, I think maybe that's getting off of the internet for a while and taking my time to, clear my head. And then that should happen. I just don't think, yes, I am sorry, but you know what I mean? I don't feel like right now, you know what I mean? For the sake of it being genuine and for the sake of me getting like everything in and out of my head, you know, for like just being thorough, you know.
Yeah, because that was, I mean, that was very wrong of you and hurtful, and that's not cool. That's
For
not
sure.
something that you would do, you know, and
Yes.
they
I let it
seemed
get out of
hurt
hand.
by that because they were trying to be like supportive and you took it wrong, and they definitely do deserve a genuine apology for what you did that was wrong.
Definitely. I understand.
Okay,
And I
so
agree.
can we say you both are in agreement to say, you know, cut your communications and go your separate ways?
Yeah. You're talking about me and Jordan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jordan?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cut your ties and go your separate ways, right? No more
Right.
communication.
But I'm still like, sorry,
Nope.
sometimes I guess I could be a slow storyteller or a getting to the point kind of guy. But, you know.
There
I
is
think-
no but to this, Matthew.
Okay, I'm not saying, but I want to change the circumstances. I'm just saying I wanted to have this, I wanted to talk about this, and I think we got through the, like, a little bit of it, and then we kind of just jumped to something else, and then now it seems like you want to, like, call this is, you know what I mean?
It
Like,
needs to stop. Honestly, it needs to stop.
okay, so I'm sorry, but this is frustrating, like, because Dan says, yes, it needs to stop. There should be no communication. We should drop it. But I'm still just trying to get my part out here, and I'm just trying to discuss this thoroughly.
I think we've all heard enough of
See,
both
and
sides.
this is what's frustrating, and that's where it's going to come to. It's going to be like, oh, everybody agrees that Matthew, that nothing else needs to be said. And so despite that I have feelings that I want to talk about, it's like Chef Dan Carnes is now referee Dan Carnes and has put me in the place of I'm not allowed to get to talk about what I wanted to. So that's frustrating. But this is
I'm
like
just looking out for
I get
two
it.
individuals.
Okay. Yep. And people are saying I need to just call my son. It's me. I'm selfish. So okay.
No,
never mind. This is a
Matthew.
battle that it's not worth.
No,
fighting.
nobody's saying that you're being like selfish. We're
Okay.
just
No, it's, I can
Matthew.
see the chat, and I just
healthy.
get the overall
Okay,
vibe.
I'm going to turn off the chat then.
No, it's fine. I don't want to. I'm done. I should go eat something and go to bed. I have work early tomorrow, so I won't talk to Jordan anymore. It's all of this is frustrating. This
Okay,
is what-
but before you go, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm a big fat loser. Yes.
No.
Okay. No, that's what somebody said in the chat, and that's
No,
what
you're
they, you
not.
know. If that's
No.
what you guys want me to like fucking talk
But
down
don't
about myself
listen
and be
to
mean to
the,
myself,
like,
then sure.
don't
I'm
listen
a horrible
to what
person.
Okay,
chat
the chat's
says.
gone. The chat's gone right now. I'm pulling
Yeah,
a Nick
like
Harris.
you gotta you gotta stop
We're all
letting
in
people get
reflections.
in your head. Like you just gotta like don't worry about
Okay.
what they're saying. Like no, like some people are just trolls and just are hateful. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off. I
Okay.
apologize.
So here's all I'm going to say is Jordan doesn't want this online, which I can respect. You have things that you still want to say. Maybe we can figure out a way to make it where you all can talk not on a, you know, I don't know, but no, I'm not saying that, oh, you're this or you're that or anything like that. But I do want to revisit just real quick. Like, I would like to see the screenshot of how you got a picture of T and posted that. Like, when I saw that picture, I had no idea that that's who that was. And I just think that the only thing that they've ever said was their opinion on what they felt about a 21-year-old, which is just everybody's opinions. We all have them. But, like, I just don't understand why you would take a picture of somebody when you know for a fact that's not what she looks like now. And you would do, like, that's... What?
I do think he told the truth about where he got the photo from, because he told me the same thing.
Okay, well, but even if he did get it there, that's not what she looks like now. Like, and even if it was, like, why are we so fat phobic? Like, I mean, everything's been that. But Summer's team wants to bully, Dalen wants to talk about sending T.O. Zempic. And, like, why is everybody, some people have medical conditions that they can't control their weight. Like, why are we so fat phobic? Like, I don't understand.
Listen, I fucked up and that was stupid and I was being immature and low. And I totally it was just fucking stupid of me. But the fact that I really am just now trying to be transparent and thorough and be vulnerable, and I was trying to just follow a linear path here, and it is somehow now come back to talking about this fucking photo of T. I'm sorry, I give up on you guys. This is not gonna work. Okay, I'm sorry.
Bye.
Good night.
Listen, I try to help I try to put my opinion there because of my own experiences, and I grew as a person. I'm growing as a person. I just try to give advice. If he doesn't want to take it, that's on him. He's an adult. I did my part.
Sorry, chat, that I had to put you on reflections, but you're back.
I did my part in trying to give my advice. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their issues. He wants to take the advice, great. If he doesn't, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? But people can't cry wolf and you know what I mean? And do all this and spiral and not help themselves. Am I wrong or? I don't know.
I was just trying to end it.
Yeah. I think you did great, Dan.
What's that?
I think you did great,
Oh,
to be
thank you.
honest. Because it was just at this point, we're going in circles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was hearing the same thing over and over again.
I mean, that's kind of like narcissism. You go in circles with them. They just don't want to hear the truth, or it's always everybody else. And
Oh, that's not like
everybody.
No. That is narcissism.
Yeah, that's not. And I've dealt with them in relationships, and it's all it is circles and circles and circles, and it's just it's draining. It's
Yeah.
But I just try to give my advice to try to help people, and I said what I said, and that was it. If he doesn't want to do anything, then that's on him. He's a grown adult. But I don't think it's right that he, did all that and is that's making fun of people, and that's not cool. I'm not for bullying, and I don't think that's cool. And I don't know what point he's trying to prove by doing that. That's just disgusting. That's disgusting behavior.
Can you clarify what did he tell you about how he got my Instagram?
Okay, let me see. I'm going to have to pause for a second because I'm going to go to my messages and find the exact text.
Of course they are, Cheryl. They have no other content.
Well, did you check my page?
Oh, while you're watching too, Summer, I seen AZ going off in your chat. AZ, maybe Summer, I should send Summer the messages from a couple of weeks ago where you were going to find her house, and you're in Arizona and close to her, and you could go to her house if anybody needed you to. Maybe I should let her see that because I see you're trying to find somewhere else to go.
Okay, so actually the first part might have been on a phone call, and then he sent me your Instagram. He was like, I found her Insta, but he had said that somebody from your chat had hit him up and said, yeah, I knew T from high school, sorry, she's always been like this, or something along those lines. And then that's how he told me he found it on the phone, because I did call him that day. And that's the only reason is because I specifically remembered him telling me that somebody from your chat had said like they knew you from high school and you've always been this way or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, guys, and trust me, I'm not upset that he had the picture up. I'm proud. I'm fucking proud of my journey. I came a long way. I fucking worked really hard for that. I have no problem that he showed an old picture of me. That's not the case. The fact is that it's just the whole point of it that you would shame somebody because we didn't agree with you or something. It's just like putting a woman's picture up in the back for what? You know what I mean? Like, I could haul all my fucking pictures up and show my whole journey that I went through. I have no problems with that. It's the fact that, yeah, he was being malicious when he did it, and he's just scum.
Yeah, that's not right.
He did the same thing to me with those other photos of us from a FaceTime call, which I literally told him do not post those because I looked so bad. And that's why he thought it was funny to put those as his back screen, too.
Well, I just feel like I wasted my breath because, again, we're dealing with another narcissist, so whatever.
No, you didn't waste your breath. You said some really nice things, and maybe
He's
it would help, maybe it would help someone else.
Yeah, I mean...
He's what, Jordan?
He just texted me.
Saying what?
Yeah, maybe I did help somebody else. Maybe I did help somebody else in here, so maybe it wasn't Eve.
Yeah, you never know who's listening.
Yeah, I mean...
And who needs to hear it.
Yeah, I try to help as best as I can, because everybody goes through things,
I called him out earlier for putting Jordan's pictures up because those are the ones that I seen. And I was like, why would you even do that? Have her pictures in the background? Like,
nobody should be putting anybody's personal pictures on the internet with no permission. Like, that's like...
It's creepy.
It's harassment.
Jordan, what was said?
Oh, maybe she's going to read it again.
Oh. He just said it sucks that I couldn't say what I want to say.
Jordan,
You're
block
probably
him.
going to read this on live.
Yeah, Jordan, block him. If you don't want to keep communication open. I know I said mute the chat earlier. I would just block.
Yeah, no, it's time to block now.
It's not worth it.
If
It's
he's
just
making
going
you
to keep
feel
going.
uncomfortable, then just like the best bet is just like block him, honestly.
Because honest, Jordan, it seems like he will not leave you alone.
Yeah, just block him.
He wouldn't say, that he'd walk away.
So what's the time where everybody is? Like, where I am, it's like 12:30 here.
10:32.
Where?
Where I'm at, it's 10:32.
Where I'm at, it's 11:32.
Oh, okay. I'm from New Jersey, so
I'm not saying what my state is.
oh, I don't care, honestly.
I'm in the Midwest somewhere.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's 9:32 where I'm at. I'm only a couple hours from Graceland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't say that too loud, T-Drop.
And so for the people that
Very true. My bad.
are listening and streaming this isn't about having 8 or 9 people against one. This is about talking about bad behavior from somebody, and I'm sure all of you on a panel and a lot of your followers that are making fake accounts with photos and things like that. I'm sure that if it was Summer, she wouldn't like photos being put up of her, not in certain situations that she maybe wasn't comfortable in. T has said that it doesn't bother her, but for me as a friend, like, that is ridiculous. It wasn't about ganging up on anybody. It's about talking about bad behavior. Just like I choose to talk about bad behavior with your friend Tyler Hill, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. This is my panel now, my rules, and if you guys don't like it, you don't have to join. I want people to be open, and there's things that I'm not going to allow, obviously, but you know what? Like, if you don't like it, or if you actually don't want to stream it and you want to come over and talk, come get in a box. Sure, some of these people may drop down, but I don't have a problem with you coming over and having a chat. Like, you want to sit with somebody named Tyler Hill who you've educated, and you've talked about how that he has been informed about his bad behavior, and now he's changed. Well, the video that, of course, went against community guidelines and got my account a strike, which was well worth it for the 600 people that saw it, that's who you're sitting with, Summer. So keep streaming, and yeah, let's get to know each other. Let's fill out one of those little sheets. Get to know me like we're in preschool. Okay, sorry guys, go ahead. Yes, I know she's talking about finding out info on me. I'll give you the info. Come on. I know about you. I know about your failed mail review. Let me tell you about something I've failed about in life.
I like my lawyer. I didn't see what question you asked. I saw someone responded, but I can't find what you were asking. Sorry.
Right, I agree, Indigo. Regardless if T is bothered, it doesn't matter. His intent was clear. Absolutely. Who are we, Butters? We've been doing this for a while. I'm just starting up my own live and just got boxes tonight. We usually talk about Nick and Graceland. I don't know what else I'll talk about, but I'm going to expose some bad behavior. Who are you? Where we're from is not relevant because there's people that like to dox on the internet. Hi, Cassie. You're right, Indigo. See it, you're a part of it. You get to mod the Wild West. Oh, did I scare everybody? I mean,
I think we're all just taking it all in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, so that's why you guys don't. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have said where I was from.
Oh, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Well, I mean,
personally,
my page. That's why I have my page private, because I used to have it public, and with my content, I do like roasting, and I just have a like mixture of things. And a lot of people like to like report my stuff, and I would like put all my work into my videos just for it to get reported. So like I was like, I'm just gonna put my stuff. Not only that, people like to stalk, and you know what I mean. So my page is private, so I have to like, when you have to literally request to follow me, and if I feel comfortable or whatever, then I'll request you. But it says on my bio like where I'm from anyway, so. I'm very private when like all of my social media is private because I just have my reasons. I don't trust people.
I get it.
There's a lot of crazies out there, so.
Yeah. I mean, T's in the box up at the top. She's Esther the hound dog, but I don't know. She's probably busy doing something.
I'm just showing everybody. So this is the picture he had up from before. There's the after, okay, of my weight loss journey. So let's clarify. There's the before.
Awesome. That's awesome. Good for you.
98 pounds, okay? So Matthew, let's get your shit correct.
That
I'll show
is
it.
awesome.
Okay, I'll show it myself. Yes, I'm doxing myself at the bottom, but everybody knows
I was
my
just
name.
going to say, what the hell are you doing?
Okay,
No,
so-
they've already. Summer put it out yesterday.
Okay, so here you go. Here's another one for you, Matthew. Here's another one. So there we go. There we go, Matthew. Okay,
I
so
mean, you've come a long way.
another
You put like a lot of work into it, and you should be proud. So
It's not easy.
no,
There's another, right? So let's not fuck around, Matthew, and find out. Shit. Put some respect on my name. Listen, I have no shame in it. Thank you, Nicole. I have no shame in it. That took a lot of friggin' work. That's without Ozempic, too.
Hell yeah.
a few of my friends got the weight loss. Like my friend today just went through. I think she got the sleeve done. Right? She said that she was in pain after. Okay now, so.
And trust me, and listen, I have Crohn's, so I've been on steroids my whole life, which didn't help any situation. And sometimes I fucking blow up still, like swell right up with steroids, and you retain water and all that. But I have no shame in it. It's a lot of work to get from that. It's a lot of work to go down from that. So I have no shame in it. But next time, put up the before and after at least. Shit, put some respect on my name.
You know, and some people are like, oh, like I work out and go to the gym, whatever. That's just what I did after, you know, I got sober. That became my new addiction. I did the healthy way, and I've been doing it, you know. But like for for others, like people, it's hard. Like when people are like overweight, they're like, oh, well, just go to the gym. You're lazy. No, there's some people that have like thyroid issues or no thyroid. Like some people, like my one ex, she had thyroid cancer. She has no thyroid, so it's really hard for her to, like, there's people that have health issues that they cannot lose weight, so they have no choice but to get the weight loss surgery. So like people really need to, like, you don't know people's struggles to lose weight, so you really should not make fun of people that have weight problems because people can't like help it, you know?
Okay, so let's not play. Let's not play around, Matthew.
Wow.
Took a good fucking look at that. Fire.
So wait, that's the weight you were when you had the weight loss surgery to what you are now, or?
That was, yeah, so that was, I had to lose, like, I lost 75 on my own, and then I lost the rest of the surgery.
Okay, cool.
So
wow, that's amazing.
Bricks in the chat.
Now I'm done showing off. I'm done
I'm surprised Tony didn't have any comments.
Tony's been bricked up. He's busy with the Vaseline right now.
Oh.
Lots of Vaseline. I took a shower with the Vaseline.
I know. I know.
Don't you?
Sure.
Where's the baby oil?
No baby oil. Vaseline is enough.
It is the rough baby.
Irie is playing his damn video game again.
Just chop, 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 chop.
Oh, I
I
think
won't be able to play for a while.
That's true.
Well, Minty, your first night for boxes was fun.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Minty?
I'm still trying to figure out a lot of the settings and stuff. I don't know how I made her the big box, but I don't know how to take it back. But
One of your mods can fix
hang
that.
on.
That
I
has
can-
superpowers.
I think I can show
You go to
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care, but I just am trying to figure it all out. But I think it was a successful. I mean, if I'm getting streamed on my first night, I mean, goodness, people don't have anything going on.
You're not even professional, and
I
you're
know.
over 93 views, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Indigo, you're doing really good.
Yeah, Indigo she is doing, or I don't know if I think it's a she.
I'm gonna tell you guys on my life, when he sends me the screenshots of him and Deb's conversation, I wouldn't even have words, because on my life, there's no way that I think Deb would send him any links to my shit, any info on me. I'd put my life on it that.
No, she sent what she said, and then she didn't say any of that. Where he got it from, I don't know. He just tried to throw Deb under the bus.
Yeah.
Which is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't even ever. I wouldn't even consider it. Like, it wouldn't happen. I think maybe Matthew just tried to put it in there like that, like, oh, because like Deb had reached out to him or whatever, and maybe he just wanted to throw it in there like that's where I got but I would never even consider it. It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. And he's just trying to throw it. Now, I remember Psycho Allison was in Summer's chat like a few weeks ago, and she said, do you want to see pictures of T unfiltered? So I remember her putting that there, and she said, I have real pictures of T. So I wouldn't doubt and Allison's always up his, like, whatever hole she can fit in, she'll crawl in. And so she's always up his. And so I can guarantee that she might have been one of the ones that somehow got a hold of it. Who knows? But, it could have been, Allison's psychotic. Is it my FYP Instagram, like my T Instagram? Because I've never connected any Instagrams, because I haven't used that Instagram since like 2020, I think 2021 maybe. So I don't know. That's the only Instagram that I ever thought it's on a picture you post. Oh, okay, maybe then. Maybe Allison she's been viewing pages every day on my third, so, and she views it once a day for the past 3 months straight. So
sand behavior.
Yeah, she could be she's really into it. And it's not even that. The whole point of it, it's not the fact that, oh, it was a picture of when I was fat, blah 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 blah. But it's the whole fact of the morality behind it, and just the shitting on, because I didn't even know, like I said, I didn't know that he put a picture of me up on there, but I did see him put pictures of Jordan up, and in that live when we were watching it, I was like, why does he have pictures of her up in the background like that?
Your photo was right before he started putting those ones up, and that's what it's not about. She still looked hot in that photo, but it was what he was saying, and he was trying to be malicious and vindictive.
He did it out of spite.
It was his intentions.
Coming for you. I'm not worried. Come on. I'm not worried. And that's what it is. It's the intentions behind it, because never once before today have I ever shit on Matthew or put up pictures behind my screen and shit on him or went in on him like that. The only thing that we ever did was just not agree with his choices on messaging someone that was 21, just that he's old enough to know better and it wasn't going to end well. And that's all that we had said. Never once did I say, look at Matthew, on here and blah, blah, blah. But it goes to show his maturity that that's the type of stuff that that's the type of stuff that he wants to do just because he's upset that people don't agree with him. So I don't understand that. I understand now why he's messaging girls that are 21, because his brain is 15. He just doesn't get it.
CC, it has nothing to do with consent. It has to do with how he did it and why he did it.
Yeah, it's not about. It's the morals in it. There is no
Right.
morals in that. It's really shitty behavior is just what it is. It's just really, it's like when you break up with an ex and then they start sending like, your pictures around to everybody or whatever, or posting about you and stuff. It's like having that kind of a crazy ex, and like that's what it's just the morals behind it. Like, you don't need to be that low of a shitty person. You can disagree with someone and not go that low. Like, Allison, shut your mouth. I see you over there. Go back in your hole. So it's just the fact of that, just shitty. I was blown when Britt just said that. I was actually lost for words when she said you put a picture. I'm like, what?
I'm so sorry. I thought you saw it.
I would have found out. No, I would have found out. It's good I found out when his ass was up here, because I was like, wait a minute. I was mad at first, but what'd you just say? Like, are you
like, pause. What do you mean a photo of me? I'm like, damn.
I'm like, are you, did you do that, Matthew? Are we for real right now, buddy?
Yeah, I was shocked on that.
I was that mad before I knew that. So, like, what?
Oh,
Yeah, just shitty behavior. And this is why I stay away from men. This is why I stay away from men.
Yeah,
you know what? My best thing for him is go get some help. Go focus on your sobriety and your mental health, because you got a long way to go still. And I don't think that you're ready for any type of relationship with a woman. And honestly, I'd hate to be a woman that was with you knowing that's your kind of behavior when you're upset. That's worrisome. That's some red flag shit right there. Mm-hmm. Frankie, I am switching to women. I've officially made that choice. Hi, Ren. What were you saying earlier? You said, can I ask a question?
Yeah, I mean, anybody that wants a box, feel free. I mean, I don't care.
And you guys don't have to ask if you can ask a question. This isn't class. You don't have to raise your hand.
I'm waiting for the hand raise emoji to come up.
God damn.
I don't know. I'm new to this box stuff, so like I don't know. I've only been on like a few times, so.
Hey, are those Canadian Angie posts where she says reveal evil twat pot, have those all been taken down?
I don't know. I don't even check them.
There was like 5 of them. And in 2 of those, somebody also says that Deb Dahl said something about you. And I'm trying to go back and find them to see. I'm not saying that it's true, but I'm just saying that comment was made also. I don't know if maybe Matthew Andrew Drake on another account, but I can't find those posts.
What, Hurley? What comment?
In one of the series of the 5 of those posts that they made of Canadian Angie talking about tea, there's comments, and it says in the comments, Deb Dahl said she's been like this or something to that effect. I just can't find it to see who made the comment.
Deb said that in a live a couple days ago. We were all joking around with tea.
No, this was Canadian Angie's.
I know. No, I know.
But I just wanted to see what account it came from.
I don't know, because I never seen the. I don't check. She's psychotic. I don't check her. It's like going to a mental ward and asking.
Yes,
them to give you info.
People with mental instability. Yeah, I just wanted to see what account it come from, but I can't find them. They're all been taken down. But there was 5 of them.
Just because, she pretended she was her daughter and catfished men and just got called out.
Yeah, I wanted to see if maybe it was Matthew Andrew Drake's account that he came in on, where it originated from, like kind of pre-setting up the story.
Yeah, I'd love to know. I mean, I'd love to know, but I just can't. I don't know. Deb wouldn't be stupid enough to give out any info. She knows me in real life. She wouldn't be. She wouldn't be stupid enough to
so
do
either.
it.
I just think it came from one of his accounts, maybe, or.
Here's the thing too. Now that people know that I have like a friend in here that's in my real life, they'll probably make fake accounts of her and like pretend they're like her messaging people. Because I mean, the internet's crazy, right? I mean, the it's crazy. So you're going to have that happen anyways.
Yeah.
But
I just that was a shock, and that was grasping at straws. And when you start hitting close to people on a personal level, like trying to sever a bond that you and Deb have,
Absolutely,
that's a problem. That's a sickness. That's a jealousy of him. Not, whoever bless you, whoever did that.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's all right. But that's something that is lacking in his life that he wishes he had in his own.
Oh yeah, no, and I've known Deb for 20 years. I wouldn't, I 100%. I wouldn't. It would give me a stroke if I found out. Like I wouldn't. That's how much I would never believe that that she would ever do it. So I don't believe that for 1 second. But somebody's gotten it mixed up.
What could she say? She's loud and she's opinionated. We'd be like, okay, and
exactly. Like I mean. She'll say the truth. Like she's a bitch for sure. She's, I mean, that's a given. That's the obvious, but not like my personal info and all that, or like any of my accounts, shit like that. Like never in a million years. So I think it's just you got psychos too, right? You got like every psycho available, and they don't even come from Canadian Angie has no one behind her anymore, so they're mostly like Summer's 6 friends in life, like Radix, Mr. Google hard drive of Brit's info. You got Psycho Allison, who's up every hole, and you got the rest of the crazy, the crazy 6 or whatever, however many friends she's down to that are all on these fake accounts.